There, it's practically invisible now. Oh, yeah, this room's a mess. But it is inevitably what it is. Test. Two apps you're using your microphone. All right. Well, we're waiting. What's going on? Hey, what's up? Hi, how are you? I'm hoping everyone's good today. My name is Jay Cal. I am of the Alliance blog, and you're gone. Well, you didn't say hi. That's kind of sucky. No, we're not going to do that. That's whack. Hey, what's going on? Martel? I'm not really playing anything. I'm getting ready to do my live stream. We go live on both TikTok and Facebook. Not Facebook, excuse me. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Kick. And I'm just messing around with the settings. We're a little bit early. We go live in like 3 minutes. So I was just checking out the settings. They have different options for you to do different things. Hi, I'm Jay Cal reporting to you live. 9. What do you mean by 9? 9. What part of the world are you from, Martel? Marty? Oh, why do you guys keep writing 9? I don't understand the relevancy of that. I apologize. I don't mean to be rude. I just don't get it. Hello. No. Okay. Don't. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Good. Good. Be right back. You can hang out. I'll be there. All right. Hey, what's up, Jeremy? Merry Christmas to you, good sir. Martel, welcome to the channel. I hope you like pro wrestling because that's kind of what I do here. I talk about pro wrestling quite a bit. And we're going to go live. Well, we are live on YouTube. We're about to go live on TikTok. In 1 hour, I disconnect this live on YouTube and then I go live on my regular channel. If you like pro wrestling, please hit subscribe. Follow me because I do a lot of pro wrestling talk. But anyways, we're going to go live on TikTok now too. What happened there? All right, that's okay. That's okay. You can still do that and that. Oh, thank you. I hope I'm saying your name right. Is it Marty? Like the font is very small. Hey, Justin, how are you? And now we are officially live on TikTok. So we're dominating social media today. We're live everywhere. Marty, got it. Well, thanks for hanging out, Marty. And like I said, Justin, what's going on? And Alex Misery, how are you? Merry holiday season to you, kind sir. Alex Misery is a great professional wrestler for the National Wrestling Alliance in the junior heavyweight division. I'm not Kevin Owens, I'm not Kevin Owens. H, I feel like you did that for attention. You called me Kevin Owens because you wanted to get your name on a new list. Well, the fact of the matter is, H, it's not a new list. It's the same list. Marty, yeah, I do watch pro wrestling. I do. I'm a big fan of pro wrestling. I have a podcast about the National Wrestling Alliance, and we talk about pro wrestling all the time. A lot of people on the internet seem to think that I have a resemblance to a professional wrestler by the name of Kevin Owens. And a lot of times people think I am Kevin Owens, but I'm not. My name is J Cal. I'm not Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is Canadian. I am not Canadian. I mean, Alex Misery. I mean, I live in Canada, but I'm not Kevin Owens. I live in Canada, but I'm not Kevin Owens. I don't live in Canada. Don't tell Alex Misery where I live, please. Hey, Balu, thanks for joining. Aiden, you also know that I'm not Kevin Owens. I know you know that I'm not Kevin Owens. That's why your name went on the list. Your name is on the list, Aiden, because you called me Kevin Owens. And I got to make sure I write down your username, because if I just write Aiden, I'll forget who you are. But now I need your username. And now, oh boy, now it's on. Okay? It is so on. Like what? I don't know. I don't know what it's on. I hope everyone's having a good Tuesday. I don't look like him. Just because I have a beard and because I'm a white male and I have short hair and there's gray hair because I'm old doesn't mean I'm Kevin Owens. Damn you, Jeremy. Merry Christmas. Yeah. I don't play wrestling games very often. Sorry, I'm turning on my fan. I don't play wrestling games very often, not because I don't like wrestling games. It's just I don't have a chance to play wrestling games. I do enjoy wrestling games. My favorite wrestling game of all time is WrestleFest from the arcade back in the early 90s. No, Big Luke, I did not see your comment. I'll look for it later. I used to really love playing WrestleFest back in the 90s, or late 80s, early 90s. I'm not sure which one it is. And of course, in the late 90s, on the Nintendo 64, the best wrestling game of all time was No Mercy. That game was great, and its Japanese counterpart, which was I forgot what it was called. I forgot what it's called. It was a very fun game too. Isn't there a disc to that game? I was able to find WrestleFest on a lot of what are they called? ROMs. You could play WrestleFest on a ROM. A few years ago, my wife bought me one of those arcade systems, and it had like a million games on it, and WrestleFest was on there, and I played it for about a week straight. I'm good. I'm good. You keep changing your name, and it's really hard to say your name. So I'm gonna say Super Bowl Ramiel. Yeah, it's been a good Tuesday. It's been a good one. I've had a great Tuesday. I actually got to go to the gym today, and my tattoo's healing up, and I feel good. Like, I was sick for about a week, so I'm feeling a lot better now. Thoughts on Austin Theory being the masked man? So I like Austin Theory as the masked man. I think it was the worst kept secret in pro wrestling. A lot of us kind of assumed it was Austin Theory. And I think Austin Theory, he was the chosen one for a reason. Vince McMahon saw something in Austin Theory that I don't think a lot of people did see. And I feel like he's going to be a very interesting part of the vision if they accept him. I do have kids. I have 3 daughters. The oldest is 21 and the youngest is 11. I'm a dad. I'm a dad first. Being a dad is my favorite job in the whole wide world. I also own my own business. And when I have free time, I like to talk about pro wrestling, which is what I'm doing right now with you guys. So yeah, Austin Theory, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you, Nick Hernandez. I mean, I said Hernandez, but it's just Nick Hernandez. But I'm assuming it's Hernandez. But Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you all the same. Stardust. I haven't seen Stardust on in a while. Merry holiday season, Stardust. Yay! There's Stardust. Kevin Owens. God damn it. I'm good. I was just saying I had a nice Tuesday. I went to the gym. Oh, thanks for the gifts, Chris. Wow, thank you so much for the 100. I appreciate that. Oh, Marty, you're 10? Oh, you're like you're just about the same age as my daughter. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to Ivy 4 and Play. Thank you for the heart me, Stardust. Appreciate you. Kobe Bryant. I saw Kobe Bryant jump in here. Stardust, did you get to go home for the holidays? You're still at school. What are you doing? Totally not the tribal chief. I just said a second ago. I'm very okay with Austin's Theory being the masked man. Whoa, Chris, you're still giving me gifts over here. That's awesome. No, my butt doesn't have fleas, Spartan, but thanks for asking. Stardust, I kind of get it. I kind of understand. I have family like that too. We were going to see my family on this Thursday. Wednesday, Christmas Eve. We were supposed to go see my family on Christmas Eve, but then there's some pretty serious rain coming to California. It's going to be pretty gnarly, like 10 inches of rain, they're saying, and the crazy wind. They're saying there might even be some tornadoes in Los Angeles. It's like, this is wild stuff, so we postponed it till Sunday. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. And I get, one day is good. One day is good. Thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate that. I appreciate you moderating the channel. Chris, you're still giving me these hundreds, and that's amazing. I think you might be giving me 100 hundreds. It's already over 77. I appreciate you. Thank you. Over here, Kobe Bryant said, you watching NXT? No. I mean, look, it's not because I don't want to watch NXT. It's just I watch a lot of wrestling already, and I'll watch clips and stuff, and I think NXT is a great product. It's just there's not enough time in the day to watch everything. Stardust, it's crazy out in NYC too, huh? Yeah, it's weather's wild right now. What do you do about, Nick said, what do you do about Seth Rollins coming back when he does, are they going to do a new story with the Visionary? I think damn, Chris, thank you so much. I appreciate the gifts. That's pretty awesome. Southwest Carp Hunter also thinks I look like Kevin Owens. I get that a lot. It's 111 now. Thank you so much. It's growing. Awesome. Thank you. As it comes to Seth Rollins and the Visionary, I mean, this is a perfect plan. If they incorporate Austin Theory into the group, he is going to be the junior member of the group. That's what it feels like, anyways. And I think he'll be feuding with Seth Rollins when Rollins comes back. He's already adopted his signature move, that curb stomp. A lot of people thought it was Seth Rollins when he came back, and I gotta believe that Seth Rollins is going to be a huge babyface when he gets back. Luis Colazo says, "You look like KO." I get that a lot, Luis. I don't know if you've been to the on this live stream before, but a lot of people think I look like him. Chris, you're still going with the gifts. Holy crap, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hey, Marty, thanks for hanging out. Enjoy going to the store and have a good rest of your day. I'm Sami Zayn. Whoa. And I'm J Cal. Welcome to Jackass. What's going on? Totally not. The Tribal Chief says, should they lean into Gunther retiring legends and being the new legend killer? Yeah. Yeah, why not? I mean, okay, so the rumor is the next big retirement's going to be Brock Lesnar. There's AJ Styles. We know that he's going to retire at the end of the 26th season of pro wrestling. I mean, I think there's nobody bigger than John Cena to retire, right? I think John Cena is the man. Oh, Chris, I appreciate it. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much. Like, who was bigger than John Cena on the roster? You know, maybe Brock Lesnar. But remember, Brock Lesnar's a part-time wrestler at this point anyways. AJ Styles, when he retires, I don't want him to be retired by Gunther, but you know, you got to do what makes sense. What I don't want them to do is every guy retiring doesn't get a retirement tour. That should have been special for John Cena. No one else should get that. You know, the next person that should get it is Cody Rhodes, like in 15, 20 years from now when he retires. I mean, that's my opinion anyways. Thank you guys for coming into the chat. My name is J Cal. Every Tuesday, I go live on TikTok and YouTube and Kick and Twitch, and I talk pro wrestling. For the first hour, I talk all pro wrestling. So anything. What do you want to talk about? You know, I'm a game. I'm ready to talk. And then in the next hour, I talk specifically about the National Wrestling Alliance. And if you guys are unfamiliar with the NWA, this channel does a lot of NWA adjacent content, and we talk a lot about the National Wrestling Alliance. If you want to know anything about the NWA, please let me be your hookup. Holler if you hear me. Holler if you hear me. All right. I agree with Seth coming back as a baby face since the way he was kicked out of the Vision. Well, let's also agree, Bliss fan. Let's agree here that he was a baby face before the Vision, right? Like, the Vision was the most heel thing about Seth Rollins. People were still singing along to his theme music. They were cheering him when he came out. It was only when they partnered him with the Vision, you know, Paul Heyman's vision for the future of WWE, that he became a heel. He wasn't a heel until that point. I mean, at worst, he was a tweener. Nick says, I have a good feeling that Cody Rhodes is going to churn at some point down the line. I think it's a foregone conclusion that Cody will churn heel eventually. If he does not churn heel, which maybe they're going to do the whole John Cena route with him and not have him go heel. And if that's the case, that'll be a very interesting prospect. Noob, what is going on, brother? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, all that good stuff. I hope you're having a great day, Noob. But yeah, I don't think Cody's going to go heel. Not anytime soon. I think when the crowd stop reacting to Cody is when he's going to go heel. I think when I think the audience participation will determine when Cody goes heel. What they should do with Carmelo and The Miz is scrap it. I don't see where that goes anywhere positive for either one of the guys. I think Carmelo Hayes is has a lot of potential to be a superstar for the WWE. They just need to push the guy. He just needs to get these opportunities. And, I know that he is going to have an opportunity come up real soon. I don't think it happened last night. It might have. I think it's supposed to happen on SmackDown, but anyways, I didn't watch Raw last night. Unfortunately, I was out doing family stuff. Weather like, what is the weather like here? The weather like here is it's a lot of rain. Are you Kevin Owens? Says Landon. Landon, I appreciate you asking that question instead of just assuming that I was Kevin Owens. I'm happy that you asked me because I don't have to put you on my list now. Because you asked, if you asked that I'm Kevin Owens, I can tell you, no, I'm not Kevin Owens. My name is J Cal. My name is J Cal from the Alliance blog. I talk pro wrestling. I talk about the NWA, the WWE, AEW, TNA, Impact. That's the same thing, is it? New Japan Pro Wrestling, the Crash Lucha Libre in Mexico, AAA, CMLL, Pro Wrestling Noah. I don't know a lot about All Japan, but I'm willing to learn. Teach me. Okay, Jose, that's the one I was talking about. I wasn't sure if that happened last night or if that happens on Friday. Reducing, it's my name is J Cal. Reducing, it's J Cal, JAYCAL. You can see it. The initials right here, J Cal. You guys see that, right? Shout out to my boy, Fat Boys of Snacks, for making me a sweet little sign. I dig that. Talking WWE, you just made my list. It's not a new list, it's the same list. Your name, it gets on my list when you call me Kevin Owens. I don't take well to being called Kevin Owens. Clearly, I am J Cal from the Alliance blog. Clearly, I am not Kevin Owens. Keith, happy holidays to you, sir. I hope that you have a wonderful holidays. My biggest question to you is, what do you hope Santa brings you for pro wrestling? What's your greatest pro wrestling wish? My wish is that the NWA gets some recognition. We got a guy right now in the Thrillbilly Silas Mason who is the quintessential pro wrestler. He is so good, and you guys aren't seeing it because you're not watching Roku on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern or 11 o'clock Eastern on Roku Sports. You're missing out on one of the best unknown pro wrestlers in the business today. He can cut a promo. He looks great. He's training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's a legit shooter, but he can also work. And Keith, I don't think you're the only one that's wishing for Stephanie Vacour Christmas. Thank you to one and all who have joined the chat. That's another good question. Blissfan says, my wish is Tiffany Stratton under my tree. You would think that Blissfan would maybe want Alexa Bliss under the tree. I mean, that would be my guess. That's cool, Keith. That's really cool. I don't think I have any wrestling related Christmas presents this year. I would be shocked if I did. I would be happy to get them, but I don't think I have any. All right, Totally not the tribal chief has a question for me, which is a serious question. So it's serious. Everyone gets serious for a second. Do you think they reunited the Usos to save Jay from the online heat? I think this is a very simple case of we don't want to push Jay to another title match. We're going to run with CM Punk for a little bit, and we don't want to have our big baby Jay versus our big baby CM Punk. So they're going to put Jay in something else while they do this storyline with CM Punk, and eventually Jay will return to the main event. The moniker still stays, right? But I think he is being guided out of the world title picture because he would, if he remained a singles wrestler, he's not going to be pushed towards that title. He's going to flounder in the mid card. And even if they put the IC title on him, it's still a step down for him. If they reunite the Usos, it's a big thing. The tag team division is better because of it. And you could seemingly insert Jay back into the main event picture when you need him. So I don't think it's a matter of the online heat. I don't think that WWE cares about online heat, to be quite honest with you. I think they revel in it. But I think he is out of the division. He's out of the main event picture because they don't have anything for him right now. And I think putting him in the tag team is a win-win because he doesn't lose anything by going to the tag team division. If he stayed in the singles main event picture, his superstardom would diminish. He's not in the title matches, or if he gets title matches, he's going to lose them. And then you kind of lose the character. So I think that's why. Chris says, maybe if the NWA actually did some marketing, things would improve. Chris, I don't think it's a marketing position. I at this point, it's not marketing. I think at this point, it's just people don't care. You got to give people a reason to care. In pro wrestling, and every level of pro wrestling, whether it is the WWE, AEW, New Japan, AAA, CMLL, whatever's, even all the way down to the independents, you need to give people a reason to care. Silas Mason is going to do everything he can to make that NWA World Heavyweight Championship legitimate, and he's going to do everything he can to help elevate the title. But at the end of the day, people have to care, and unless they put a really good storyline and a really good feud together for Silas Mason, he could beat all the nobodies in the world. He could beat all the Rich Swans. He could beat Rich Holiday. He could beat Hammerstone. He could beat Zilla Fatu. But until there's something that's interesting, people aren't going to care. That's cool, Keith. You said a Penta jacket. That's dope. Talking WWE says, I am a fan. Oh, thanks for the heart, Ring Rant. Appreciate you. Oh, you got level 10, Ring Rant. Not Ring Rant. That's Ringside Riley. My bad. Your name got cut off, so I didn't see it. Yeah, I think I would like a Finn Balor push too, especially if Dominic is hurt. Like, let's put Balor in that IC title picture. Let's put the IC title on Balor. Give him a run with it. All right, hold on a second. If you and Kevin Owens were to tag up as a team, you can call yourselves the Owen Brothers. Jesus. Nick. I'm not Kevin Owens. Okay, but what do you think other plans for Jimmy are? I feel like Jimmy just needs camera time. Like Jimmy's a solid hand, but he's a better tag team wrestler than he is as a singles wrestler. And their tag team division could use help. So why not put the Usos back together? They'll reignite the tag team division, and when there's opportunity for Jay to go back to the singles title picture, you'll put Jimmy in a mid-card feud. Or maybe you might put him in a new tag team, a new faction, a new group. You guys are typing so fast I can't keep up with you. It's simply a case of we pushed Jay, messed up, and ran out of ideas and didn't know what to do with them. That might be it too. I feel like, look, Jay Uso is over. You can't tell me otherwise. That guy has a huge following. He sells merchandise. That guy deserved the push. I don't know that. I feel like his title reign was cut too short, but you also wanted to give the belt to Gunther. But then it all got mixed up and messed up with the John Cena retirement and everything else. Like, I feel like Jay should have had a single run with the title for at least half a year, maybe longer. Thanks for the follow, Cole. Appreciate you. And I feel like because he didn't get it, it just slowed everything down. YBDFK. First of all, that's an easy name to remember. YBDFX, not K. Your boy might be a little dyslexic. I am not Kevin Owens, and your name is on the list. It's the same list because you called me Kevin Owens. Who do you think attacked Jacob Fatu? We still haven't figured it out. That's probably Cody. I mean, it just depends on what they're going to do. I think Cody would be a great way to solve it if you want to make Cody a heel. Otherwise, it's just the NFTs. Personally, I think Jimmy should have got the solo push Jay got. Keith, that's interesting. I don't know. I don't think Jimmy could. Jimmy has never had the audience that Jay has. Jay rocks the audience. They connect with them. What's up, Ben? Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. I hope you're having a good one. Regular Joe. Y2J retirement tour, baby. You got to pose too, right? You got to do the. Look, I used to be a huge Chris Jericho fan. I marveled at his entire WCW run. When he debuted in the WWE, it was one of the biggest things to ever see. Even up until the point he left when he was in the Friendship Festival with Kevin Owens. Like, it was a very cool run. But he is not John Cena, and he will never be John Cena. You know, like, and Joe, I know you sometimes you say things to get a reaction, and I'm not faulting you on that at all, but is Jericho more over than The Undertaker? Is Jericho more over than Austin? Is Jericho more over than Triple H? Is Jericho more over than The Rock? Like, The Rock technically hasn't retired yet, but all those other guys did, and they didn't get a retirement tour. Ric Flair didn't get a retirement tour. They got one match. Cena is one of one. There's nobody like John Cena on the roster. On the roster? On the roster. Riley, I hope you're doing good, man. Sorry I flubbed your name there. I know it's you, but all the icons just threw me off. For Christmas, I would love a for Christmas, dang, stop talking so much. For Christmas, I would like, where'd it go? A Finn Balor push. Been asking this for years, sadly. Yeah, I would like to see it too. Brandon Davey, what's going on? You know I'm not Kevin Owens, but your name's already on the list. I can't put you on it twice. Kevin, go back under churn. Thanks, JP Star. Thanks. Thoughts on the four-way match at World Championship at World's End? Ben, you know I'm a Samoa Joe guy. I got to see Samoa Joe pull this one out. It's gonna be hard though. I mean, like, it's got some stiff competition. Swerve, you know. Can we do the swerve dance? I don't think I can do that. I don't have the rhythm for it. I don't get the hype on Maxine. I mean, look, you don't really have to get the hype on Maxine. That's the thing. She's supposed to be the underdog. She's coming out and just putting in the work. And I mean, what I dig about it is they are literally showing you we can make somebody into a superstar. And that's gonna happen. She's gonna get over. Is she the next Becky? No. Is she the next Bayley? No. Is she the next anybody? No. But she'll be the first Maxine, that's for sure. Dallas is Kevin Owens. Oh man. Do you think El Grande Americano is actually babyface with shaking hands with Rey Mysterio? I think El Grande Americano is going to do the dual role of being a babyface in Mexico and a heel in the United States. I think very Bret Hart-esque in 1997 while the Canadian fans cheered for the Hitman. The international wrestling fans cheered for the Hitman. Here in the United States, he was public enemy number one. Who's a person on the indies you feel that the NWA would benefit from using? I saw Nikki Blackheart. Chris, if I'm gonna say anybody, my wish would be Ben Bishop, but I think he's about to get signed by either AEW or WWE. I thought you were Kevin Owens for a second. Geeked out. I get that a lot. I get that so much, geeked out. You don't understand how often I get called Kevin Owens. I get it all the time. Even over on YouTube, they say, "Hi, Kevin Owens. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of you. I'm a fan. You dabbed John Cena at Saturday Night's Main Event." I get it all the time. Get it a lot. Jimmy wasn't putting in the work in. Jay being a single push starter with the right hand man. Jay and Jimmy being hurt. Yeah, that's true too. That's 100% true, Joe. Like, Jimmy being hurt didn't help him, you know, and Jay took advantage of that, as he should, as every superstar should. Like, okay, they're twin brothers. I get it. But at some point, everyone should have the same goal, the same desire, the same hopes, is to be wrestling at WrestleMania in the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. That should be the goal of everybody on the roster. And if it's not your goal, then what are you doing wasting your time in pro wrestling? I mean, I know, and we all know as fans, that not everybody on the roster is going to be the next big thing. Not everybody on the roster is going to go into the WWE Hall of Fame. But everyone on the roster, their goal should be the World's Heavyweight Championship. That should be a foregone conclusion. The the women on the roster should want to be the next women's champion. The men on the roster should want to be the next world champion. And it doesn't matter if you're in a tag team or a junior heavyweight, a cruiserweight, whatever it is, the goal should be the top person in the company. I understand that, Joe. I understand that they have a different set of circumstances, but you can't tell me that look, Rey Mysterio will not get a tour. He might get it with AAA. But again, different set of circumstances, not in the WWE. There's no one like John Cena on the roster. And The Undertaker, Austin, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, anyone from the Attitude Era, nobody got what Cena got. Batista didn't get it. Kane didn't get it. Randy Orton won't get it. AJ Styles won't get it. Maybe Cody Rhodes. Maybe. And no, Flair didn't get a tour. He got a goodbye match, and he got a retirement ceremony at the Hall of Fame, which he completely spat in the face of the WWE by going and wrestling not only in TNA, but also in Australia against Hulk Hogan after that retirement match. So, I mean, you're right, different set of circumstances. He's not even employed by the company at this point. He's under the AEW contract. I want to see Keith wants to see a Penta run in 26. I hope he gets it. I think Penta deserves it too. See the Savage backup. I hope you have a Merry Christmas. Thank you. I hope you have a Merry Christmas too. Auntie Penelope just joined in. What's up, Auntie Penelope? Oh, what's up, Big Kevin Owens? Ed wins. You can all take a break. Ed wins. Ozempic Kevin Owens. Holy shit. That's hilarious. Good job, Ed. I've actually been doing a lot of gym. I've been working out. I've actually I'm under 220 now. Your boy Jay hits the gym and he hits it hard. And yeah. You think SmackDown needs a reset? I don't know if they need a reset. I don't know if anybody needs a reset, but you should always be evolving. Wrestling should always be evolving. We can't get comfortable with the same characters. When I see Drew McIntyre, he's been doing the same damn thing for over a year now, and it's kind of like, what's the point? Either put the belt on him or ditch him. I don't see where McIntyre is adding value. And I want to like Drew McIntyre, and I think he's a good talent, but they're not pushing him the way they should. Ray will probably get a tour. I really do feel like Ray is going to get something in AAA. I wouldn't be surprised if he wins the Mega Championship from Dominic and has it for, a couple weeks, couple months. Not because Dominic needs to drop it to him, but I think because it legitimizes that title. You put Ray's name on there. I mean, you go and look at the Mega Championship isn't a belt that's been around forever, and some of the names that are on it are kind of ridiculous. Like Jeff Jarrett's held it twice. Joe, one of these days I will jump on one of your panels. It's just hard for me. A lot of times when you guys are on, I'm literally at work. Sometimes I'll jump on and watch you guys. Flair having it's a storyline and tour are two different things, though, too, regular Joe. You know that. Flair is best days. Flair Prime was in the 80s, and he was still wrestling until the 2010s. It's a different universe. Bennett, man, you guys are going so fast. It's hard to keep up with everybody. Cool Water. Is this Kevin Owens? Thanks for the compliment. I am not Kevin Owens. What's one WWE wrestler you never met before? I have not met a lot of WWE wrestlers. People keep saying I look like Kevin Owens, and I've never even met Kevin Owens, which is crazy because I used to go to Reseda and see him wrestle for Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. And Joe, I just don't see it happening. I don't see them doing a tour. Let's see. You look like Kevin Owens. Well, thank you, I guess. Like Ram's house. If WWE goes back to 3 hours, what needs to be better for new storylines? I think you just said it. We just need newer, better storylines. We need more quality storylines. I feel like they get one or two stories right, and then they're just like, let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. I feel like they need somebody to, and I actually believe this is an all pro wrestling, not just the WWE. This is a problem for everybody. We're gonna really do a good job booking the world title picture, and then everything else is like, let's see what fits in. I feel like you're better to book the undercard. The undercard needs the most help. Like a world title match doesn't need much of a storyline behind it. The idea of a world champion being invested in a storyline, like, look, Roman Reigns, he's GOAT, right? You can't say much more about Roman Reigns, one of the greatest of all time, certainly one of the top dudes. The bloodline certainly helped lend credibility to him as a champion, but you can't tell me that he wouldn't be still effective as a world champion if he just went out there and beat guys up each and every week. Just every time they put a new challenger in front of him, he put him down. The world title is easy to book. It literally is the easiest thing to book because it's the grand prize. The title itself is a character of the show. The title itself is a gimmick. The title has all you need to make a championship match important. Hey, this is the best wrestler in the company. This is the guy that holds the belt. We're going to have a match. Oh, he lost? Okay, we're going to take the next best wrestler in the company and have a match. It's easy. It's how do you keep the stories under the card, on the undercard, interesting? How do you keep Dominic Mysterio interesting if he doesn't have the IC title? How do you keep Grande Americano interesting? How do you keep LA Knight interesting? How do you keep Solo Sikoa interesting? That's where your storyline emphasis should be, is on the undercard. Because those guys need those stories. Cody doesn't need a story. He doesn't need a story. He just needs a title match. That's it. That's Kevin Steen if he joined R instead of NXT. Okay. Let's go Kevin Owens. Hello, not Kevin Owens. Do you think the hate for WWE and AEW is forced? Yes. I feel like people are okay. So let me say this, right? I've been watching wrestling since I was a kid. Like we're talking like 1985, 86. I didn't see the first WrestleMania live, but I watched WrestleMania 2 to like WrestleMania like 20. I got every single one of those. And I would watch Nitro and Raw every Monday night. And when I found out about ECW, I'd set my VCR to record ECW at 2 o'clock in the morning on Fox Sports, or Prime Ticket as it was called at the time. I used to channel surf and I'd find Lucha Libre on the Spanish-speaking stations and I would watch it. I would watch Glow Wrestling. I'd watch WWE in syndication. I would watch the NWA WCW on TBS. I would watch World Class on ESPN, and before that it was the AWA. And I'm telling you that this whole idea that one company is better than the other company is bullshit. Who cares what pay-per-view numbers are? Who cares how many buy rates or what the TV ratings are? That's all manufactured by the dirt sheets. Because I didn't care if Hulk Hogan was wrestling Andre the Giant. Let me say that differently. I don't care what the buy rate was for WrestleMania 3. I just know that Hulk Hogan body slammed Andre the Giant, and that was badass. I don't know what Rowdy Roddy Piper and Greg the Hammer Valentine drew at Starrcade when they had the dog collar match. I just know it was a badass match. And I think the business aspect of pro wrestling is meant for the business people in pro wrestling. If you're a fan, what do you care what the ratings are? How many buy rates? Does that put money in your pocket? No. That's dirt sheet stuff to get people talking. Who cares? I'm more interested in who's going to be the wrestler of the year in 2026. You know, Pro Wrestling Illustrated does a whole list of the 500 best wrestlers in the world, right? The PWI 500. And that's the best-selling magazine. It's a worked magazine. And the fans buy it because they care. I mean, some of the workers do too, right? But the fans care because that's what's important. It doesn't matter if it's a guy from AEW on the top or New Japan or AAA or CMLL or the WWE. It doesn't matter. It's a worked list anyways. Sorry. going off here. At least Kenny Omega has held the AAA Mega Championship. That's also true. That's also true. AJ Styles or CM Punk will be on the cover of 2K26. Yeah, probably. Oh, you know what, EO? I appreciate you trying to change it up, EO, but you still made the list. And you made the list because I'm not Kevin Steen. I'm J Cal from the Alliance blog, and you should know better. Zach said, hello, not Kevin Owens. I think that's pretty funny. What one match is your favorite match ever? That's a great question. One of my favorite matches is a match that nobody has ever seen before, and it was Samoa Joe versus Togi Makabe for the Ring of Honor World Title. Not in a Ring of Honor ring, but in the New Japan USA ring back in like 2007, 2008, maybe. Or maybe even 2004 or 2003. And it all gets kind of blended together. It was such a good match. And Joe was so dominant and awesome. And it was such a kick-ass match. And Makabe was a big dude from New Japan. He was built tough. He's a tough dude. And it was such a fun match. And didn't disappoint. Joe, hit a lot of his finishers. But one of my favorite moves that he doesn't do very often anymore is he would hit a power bomb and then turn the power bomb into an STF. And that was always a lot of... I would pop for that. Do I do a Kevin Owens impression? It depends on how many galaxies I get lit up in my gallery. I can do stuff. You got to pay me, though. I'm not a monkey. You don't just throw a peanut at a monkey and ask him to perform, do you? Throw all the peanuts, please. Let's see. Hey, Dadner dude just popped in. That's my guy right there. We need to go do something soon, Dadner dude. Vince would never send off on a retirement tour for anyone. I don't know, man. I think you're probably right. They gave Macho Man a kind of a positive send off, and then he went to WCW. Your spell check is trash. Not to brag, I'm going to SummerSlam. Oh, Jackson, that absolutely sounds like you're bragging. SummerSlam in 26. Where is SummerSlam in 26? I'm not even sure. Are you Kevin Owens? I'm not Kevin Owens. I'm J Cal from the Alliance blog. How's retirement? It's in Minnesota. Okay, Minnesota. I don't know, Savage. I don't know why everyone says that I'm Kevin. Like, Isaac Cabezas. I'm just going to write Isaac Cabezas because your username is way too long for me to try to write all those numbers. Isaac Cabezas, he just made the list. And so did Ethan. Ethan's on the list. And Raphael 2011. I got you, Raphael. You all made the list. Now, before you ask, why are you on the list? It's because you called me Kevin Owens. I need to get a passport so we can go to CMLL or AAA. Yes, Dad Nerd Dude. Go get your passport, and we will roll down to TJ. I will pay for the Uber for us to cross over. We'll go watch some Lucha Libre. Get a fresca. Is it fresca? I don't even know what they call the drinks there. A cerveza. Sí, cerveza. We get a cerveza. We'll get a cerveza and watch some Lucha Libre. And maybe we'll have a cerveza thrown at us. I think you should be in. Why is my name on the list? Because you called me Kevin Owens, and I'm not Kevin Owens. Ben, I have been to CMLL. I actually got to go to a CMLL show twice. Once in both in Mexico City, one at Arena Mexico and the other at Arena Coliseo. The Arena Mexico is a much bigger venue, and the Arena Coliseo is it's still a really big venue, but it's a much smaller scale. And it was awesome. I had front row for CMLL. I think it cost me like $30. And I was kind of surprised how much it cost, but I was cool with it. What the hell? I got flies in here. Dang it. And then I got to see at Arena Mexico as part of mezcal tasting, which is kind of like tequila, and I was not good that day. Jam, thank you, Jam, thank you for saying that. Jaybird, at least see Jaybird at least said KO. Like, hey, I don't know if you're KO, but you kind of look like KO. But I'm not Kevin Owens. I'm J Cal. I'm not Kevin Owens. I'm J Cal. I'm not Kevin Owens. I'm J Cal. How many WWE championships do you have? I actually have 0 WWE titles. I have mostly NWA championships. So you guys don't see it here, but there's a belt right next to me. This one is the NWA television championship. And then I have the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. The belt up here is the British Commonwealth Championship. Then I also have, a world-class 6-man tag. And then I also have the big gold NWA World title. And then I also have a ring-used NWA TV title. Hey, do you think Seth sent Theory as a spy into the Vision? That's an interesting theory. Possible. Like, there's so much they could do with this that doesn't that wouldn't shock me. Imagine if you start training to wrestle and wrestle as a Kevin Owens imposter. Well, Ethan, I'm probably like 20 years too late to get in the ring. I'm 47. I don't think that's gonna happen. Hey, Finn, does WWE? I am doing well. I'm glad you're hanging out. I hope you're doing well too. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that good stuff. Good to see you. Good to see you back on the chat. You look like Jam already did that. I gotta tell you, Luke went and did the tryout at Santino's. Oh, damn! How? Message me afterwards because I would really like to hear how he did. That's awesome. Ethan, it's actually funny. I did go to an AEW show, and someone did think I looked like Kevin Owens, and I actually have the video pinned on my TikTok channel. You can check it out. Same age Vince was when he started. Never too late. Thanks, Jaybird. I appreciate you. No, Ben, Silas Mason is not boring. He's the opposite of boring. Silas Mason is amazing. I love Silas Mason. Okay, I will read your comments, Finn. I need your opinion on something. Should I get the classic Chris Jericho hair stick up at the front highlights hair? Finn, I don't think that's a good look for anybody, including Chris Jericho. Hey, Darren, thanks for the heart, man. Appreciate you, man. Hope you're having a good holiday season. Merry Christmas. You reached level 11, Darren. That's really cool. Oh, and the popular. Thank you. I appreciate that. Vince had his retirement match at 79, so you can still train. Thanks, Ethan. Thank you, Ethan. Now I know what I'm going to do for 2026. I'm going to get back into pro wrestling. If you could bring back one WWE legend for one final match, who would it be and why? Oh, God, that's such a hard question, Savage. I mean, a legend. I feel like Macho Man Randy Savage was severely underrated, and he was a multi-time champion for both the WWE and WCW. I feel like Savage would have a good match with almost anybody on the WWE roster today. I also would really like to have had more Bret Hart matches. Bret Hart, again, he had those concussions. He had a lot of issues with concussions, and the guy was a wrestling machine for many, many years. He's another guy I wish we had more time with. And then as far as over on YouTube, our friend Finn says Bray Wyatt for one more match. Bray Wyatt is another good one. And another good one, Bret Hart. How about Owen Hart? Right? Owen would have been badass to have too. And then, who I think would have been fun in this era of pro wrestling? You said Eddie Guerrero. That's another really good answer. What about Brian Pillman? Oh my God, Brian Pillman would have been so over in this era. There's a lot of good names, right? Jeez. Bam Bam Bigelow would have been a lot of fun. Thanks for the follow, Florida Mikey. Yeah, Ben, Pillman is the father of Lexis King, but don't let Lexis King tarnish it for you. Pillman was really, really good. You were Stone Cold's last match. Thanks, Finn. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys. We lost Eddie. He died. That was tragic. Owen died. That was tragic. Yokozuna died. It's tragic. Um, British Bulldog passed away. That was tragic. Bam Bam Bigelow passed away. That's tragic. A lot of guys. Art Barr passed away. That's tragic. Pillman passed away. That was tragic. Owen passed away. That's tragic. I mean, there's so many guys we lost in tragedy, but then there's just wrestlers who never got their just desserts. And Luger was really over. Oh shit! And then I'm forgetting the obvious one, like Brody or Vader. And they're like multiple Brodies. Is the KO look purposeful? It's genetically. Dre May. Like, look. Here's the thing. I am a white male living in the United States. I'm a little bit chubby, but I'm going to the gym. Cut me some slack. I have brown hair. I do not dye my hair a special color. It's getting more gray, obviously. But no, it's not intentional. It just happened. Willie Bowen, what's going on, my friend? You might not like this conversation, Willie. We're talking a lot of WWE right now, but in about 10 minutes on the other channel, we'll be talking only NWA, and you know that. Benoit. I was a huge Chris Benoit fan for a very long time, but I can no longer celebrate Chris Benoit for what the actions he did. The same reason why I'm not a big Jimmy the Superfly Snuka fan either. Can't murder people. That's a big no-no for me. And I know I can't say that word on TikTok without getting in trouble, but hopefully nothing happened. So no, Dre, the look is not purposeful. Isaac, I'm not Kevin. Ethan said, what did Ethan say? He said, but when I found out Eddie, I was heartbroken because he's one of my favorites. Yeah, Eddie was rough, dude. Eddie was rough. I was a big Owen Hart fan, and it was literally on my mom's birthday. We went out to eat that night. So I was recording the pay-per-view at home, and this was back when I didn't have a cell phone yet. I had a pager, and my pager went off like 10, 15 times at dinner, and I didn't have a cell phone, so I was like, well, I'll just wait till I get home. And when I got home, literally we got in the car to go home from dinner, and my dad used to listen to talk radio all the time, like news radio, and they were talking about it on mainstream news radio, and it was like, what? And I was like, I was very apprehensive to even believe it was true. Like, no way, because I loved Owen Hart, and the Blue Blazer gimmick was awesome. It was fun. It was silly, and it just sad. Savage, I don't think Becky Lynch should go after the IC title. I think at this point that ship has sailed. I think Becky Lynch needs to get back into the women's title picture. I think, she did a great job in elevating the title, and I give her all the credit in the world for that, but she shouldn't be wrestling for the Intercontinental title. Who do you think will be the big babyface to avenge Cena and humble and beat Gunther? I hope nobody. I hope Gunther never loses again. I hope Gunther remains undefeated until he retires himself. Ethan, people think you look like Vader? King Cartman says, you don't sound entertaining. You sound slow. Well, thank you for that, Cartman. Yeah, Cartman's mom is the biggest bitch. The biggest bitch I ever know. You're like the Hangman Page of TikTok Live. Boom! Roasted, Cartman. I thought you were Kevin Owens. Raven, I get that a lot. Drewski, I get that a lot. I don't know what to tell you guys. I get it a lot. I look like Kevin Owens. I get it a lot. How do you feel when Cena retired? I knew Cena before his WWE run. Not that I knew Cena, but like I followed his career when he was in UPW here in Southern California. UPW, Ultimate Pro Wrestling, the same promotion that brought Nathan Jones and KG Sakota, the same promotion that brought John Heidenreich and Mike Knox and a lot of these guys into the WWE's universe. And like I really thought that John Cena was just another guy. Like he was just a body guy. Like even when he was in the indie phase before he got picked up, he was huge. The dude was built like his name was Prototype, and he definitely looked like Prototype from Tekken. He had the high cut blonde, bleach blonde fade. He was jacked to the gills, huge. And his whole thing was he was 50% man, 50% robot, 100% wrestler. It was dumb, to be quite honest with you. And I had no idea that the Prototype that I saw in 2000, 2001 would be the face of the WWE. It was cool as hell to see him evolve. And I did not, Cartman says that he saw him in OVW. I really didn't see much of his OVW run. We didn't get OVW out here in Southern California. But when he made his debut on Raw with the Ruthless Aggression with Kurt Angle, like that was pretty badass. And I was very happy for his success. So when I saw Cena retire, like, look, I was kind of bummed. But at the same time, like this is what he wanted. Hollywood's calling. He's going to, SmackDown. Thank you, Ethan. SmackDown. Hollywood is calling. He did everything he needed to do in pro wrestling. He granted how many Make-A-Wish Foundation wishes? Like, I mean, what more could he have done as a human being in this business than what he did? And he said it himself, I can't go the same way I did. That self-actualization is such a luxury that most of us will never have. He said, look, I did it. There's nothing left for me to do. I can't do it at the same level. I'm getting paid a lot more money to go acting and be in Hollywood. So he did it. I have no problem with that. Hey, Love Bug. Cartman, it's all good, man. I'm here to be silly and to have a good time and to laugh and to love. Like, I don't care. There's a song that I'm really into right now that's like, I don't give a damn who don't like me. And that's how I feel. I'm here to have a good time. If you guys joke around, call me Kevin Owens, it's fun. It's good. But I don't, nothing that happens on this live, I take personally. Never will, never have, never will. Yeah, he did all he wanted with WWE, and I give Cena props for putting over the younger talent. Yeah, and like that was one of the things people said, like, oh, he never put over the younger talent. I'm like, yeah, he sure as hell did. And I know people are like, he took the title off of Dominic. It's like, first of all, he just made the IC title way more important. Finn, I disagree. I don't feel like I can celebrate what Chris Benoit did. I can't detach the person from the performer. Much like I don't celebrate Bill Cosby anymore, right? Like I'm not a Bill Cosby fan. And the more people I find out that were on the Epstein list, I'm like, ugh, don't like you. I can't separate it. It's the same for me. So that's just how I feel. I'm not telling you how to feel, Finn. If you want to still celebrate Benoit, that's on you, but that's not on me. That's not on who I am. What am I going to do for Christmas? I'm glad you asked. So we're having some record storms here in Southern California. It's going to be a ton of rain. They're saying like 10 inches, and that's a lot for California. They're talking that even down in Los Angeles, there might be some tornadoes. So that kind of squashed a lot of our plans for California, for at least for my family. So Christmas Eve, I was supposed to, my oldest daughter lives with her mom. She was supposed to come over. That got canceled because, again, the crazy storms. So we rescheduled for this weekend. So Christmas Eve, it's just going to be my wife and my two little ones. And then Christmas Day, the same thing. We're going to just kind of hang out together until the rain stuff goes away. And then Saturday, my wife's family is going to come over. We're going to hang out. I think we're going to do like a Christmas dinner, like turkey and all the whole shebang. And then Christmas Day, we're going to go to our favorite Mexican restaurant and meet up with my siblings and their kids and have a nice little Christmas that day. So I'm excited about that. Let's see. Man, I can't believe my buddy J. Cal was there to hug John Cena. Coyote. Yeah, I got that a lot, Coyote. I got that a lot. Don't take it the wrong way, Jay. I celebrate Benoit in the ring, wrestler, but as a human, I have no words for him. Yeah, and look, Finn, and that's, if that works for you, I'm okay with it. It just doesn't work for me. And that's one thing that I will never tell you how to feel or think or anything else. Enjoy who you want to enjoy, do what you want to do. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to tell you yes or no. Like, well, this is a free country, at least in the United States. For now. Cartman, you're in Kentucky, so that's probably why you got to see so much Ohio Valley. All right, now, Cartman, if you're in Kentucky, did you ever go see Derby City Wrestling? Both the original and the most recent one. Derby City. Cartman, follow me, hang out with me. At some point, I will be doing panels, just not right now. I would love to have you on as a panel later, just not right now, though. There it is. Cartman, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Dominic Mysterio in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. You look like Kevin Owens. That sounds like something Dominic Mysterio would say. Javon Evans, part of the wait, hold on a second. When you coming back to the WWE, we miss you. Yeah, I get it, Jay Money. Hey, I love Bug. What are you doing for Christmas? That you asked me a great question, but I didn't get to ask you. Hey, Marty, welcome back. Last night on Raw, Adam Pearce talked to Javon Evans. Raw contract, the name is paper. Huh. I didn't see Raw last night, but Javon is pretty freaking phenomenal, dude. Start a podcast with Just Incredible? I do a podcast, Cartman, but it's about the NWA. If you don't care about the NWA, you probably won't enjoy it. But, in fact, I'm supposed to be doing that right now. Shit. We got a little carried away today. Whoopsie. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out on YouTube. We'll see you later. About to go live.